Hey peeps, I'm awake, struggling to get back to sleep, so let's spill some tea. I'm in the car with my eventually will be husband, and we're talking on the way to meet his parents for the first time. And I had been taught that if the guy respects his mother, then he's going to respect you as his spouse. So I ask him, do you respect your mother? And he says, that's kind of a complicated answer. I respect her as the woman who raised me and took care of me and taught me a lot of important things. But, and he proceeded to explain to me about how his mom doesn't have a filter. And by that, I mean, she will say things sometimes not really considering how it will hurt your feelings. Stuff like about his weight or his life. Just say things that are hurtful. And because she's had trauma in her life, he's supposed to ignore it and just deal with the pain. Knowing what I know now, that boils down to, it's hard to respect someone who doesn't respect you back. She didn't respect him enough to not be hurtful, and many other things I would find out later on. But that was the gist of it. So moving on with the story, I meet his family for the first time. We have dinner together. They ask me a lot of questions about myself, getting to know me, and then pretty much as soon as dinner is over, his mom sits me down and tells me about her trauma. And don't get me wrong, it's real trauma. She had her mom divorce two different dads, ended up basically lying to her daughter in order to get her on her side, saying stuff like he doesn't care about you, he doesn't love you, so that, child would stay on her side and love her more than other parent. She was abused physically at times and mentally by different people, sexually by some people. So she had a very dramatic past to the point where she has like physical scars. Again, knowing what I know now, I understand her reasoning for dumping all that on me then, as I have trauma, so anything I do from here on out that might be hurtful or offensive, you need to just forgive because I have trauma. Fast forward 10 plus years, and she keeps making passive aggressive comments about how we're parenting our children. Saying things like they're not allowed to cry at grandma's house, no crying at grandma's house, your child expressing their feelings is bothering people. See, her way of dealing with children is, if you are experiencing emotions that are not positive, then you should shut them in a bedroom or a windowless laundry room till they get over their feelings. My understanding as to why she feels this way and voices these things is because she struggles to process her own feelings, let alone tolerate other people's that are not positive, meaning angry or sad. And so there's no way she's going to put up with that from children, because in her mind, children don't have feelings. Like, baby is crying, oh, it's fine, you're fine. Babies don't have real feelings. They're just trying to trick you. Yeah, babies don't know how to trick you. They're babies. They don't know how to gaslight. Sorry, I almost knocked my tripod over. Anyway, she keeps making these passive aggressive comments about how we should shut up our kids' expression of feelings for the sake of other people's discomfort. And the 4th of July, after the proceedings are over, we're about ready to go home. Bryson and the kids are in the car. I ask her if I can talk to her for a second. I say, hey, I respect you very much as a mother and as a person that's been through a lot of different trauma. I love you very much, but I need to express to you that I would really appreciate it if you would respect me and my husband's right to parent our children the way that we choose. And her response was no. She described our parenting as permissive parenting that was bothering people. And yeah, she straight up said no. So I told her if she could not respect us as the parents of our own children, that we would not be by as often to visit them. Fast forward a year, we're at their house after having dinner, talking. The conversation comes to talking about trans people. And I voice that I think Jesus would accept trans people's feelings for being uncomfortable in their own bodies as the gender they were born with as real, and that he would, love them and accept them for who they are and who they feel that they are because their feelings are real. And in-laws say, no, all their feelings are real except those, the ones that they feel uncomfortable pretending to be the gender they were born with versus the one that they feel they actually are. Now, this just sets Bryson off. He is like pissed. He just has an overflow of all the feelings and experiences of them gaslighting his feelings, and he's just like, I'm done. And he leaves, and I try to console his mom because she's upset, obviously, and eventually I leave too, and he has not talked to them since. So anyway, it's been a year and a half since that happened, and it would take more videos to explain what's happened since then. But yeah, it's a lot of drama, fun stuff. So anyway, thanks for letting me vent. Like and comment if you'd like me to spill more tea.